Hello, Manny.
Hello there.
How are you? Are you staying cool in this hot weather that you're working in?
Yes, with the AC on.
All right.
But it's nice out. It's nice out right now. There's quite a breeze.
Yes, that's
How are you,
right.
Brent?
Good, good, but we don't have any AC to turn on.
We only have a certain area in the house, like the kitchen and the living room.
Al, thank you for joining us from Washington. Is it hot
Yeah.
down there?
Oh, yeah, it was just steaming hot today, but there's a huge violent rain thunderstorm right now.
Oh, I wish you
So
would send
I
it this
kind of
way.
wish all that water was in Wellfleet.
I
but
know. I wish you would send it this way. We desperately need it here. So,
yeah.
but there's no hope for water here. There's nothing in the forecast ever.
Yeah, everything's dying in the garden. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to rain ever again.
I agree.
We have to do some dances, some rain dances.
I
Exactly.
have tried that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. You know, you water things, you do triage and water things, but then you get afraid that you're going to end up with no water in the well.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We will call the meeting to order in 2 minutes. And Verizon says it's time. Mhm. Okay. Interesting. Have no spectators.
hey, Trevor.
Hello, Trevor.
Hello.
His air-conditioned office.
I'm actually at somebody's house. The invitation that I had canceled when I thought we were having a meeting, and then said, well, I'll just zoom in for our 2 minutes.
Exactly. Sounds like a good plan.
Right.
Okay, this is the Wellfleet Zoning Board of Appeals. We are in session, and this is the continuation of 2216 Fellows. Oh, Christine, you did start the recording, right? Yeah, okay. 2216 Fellows, Preservation of Affordable Housing, 95 Lawrence Road, map 13, parcel 2, application for comprehensive permit under Massachusetts General Law 40B S 2023, development of 46 affordable units consisting of lower village building, consisting of 22 1 and 2 bedroom flats and an upper village with 24 1, 2 and 3 bedroom townhomes. We were to discuss tonight circulation, public realm and traffic. The applicant is asking for a continuance since we did not get materials in time. So I will let you have the floor for a few minutes. Mr. Coburn.
Thank you, Ms. Inger. Very much appreciate your flexibility. And I first want to start out with just apologizing and to members of the board. I know it's the summer. Folks are very busy. I can assure you, as having served as a select board member and a planning board member, I appreciate the need to be respectful of your time and get you materials so that you have plenty of time to review them. And we've just been struggling with dealing with multiple consultants and engineers to be able to keep things on schedule. And so, unfortunately, we were not able to get you the materials until yesterday. And I fully acknowledge we need to get them to you Friday before the meeting so that you have ample time to review and go over those materials. And we will definitely be prepared to submit all the materials for the next hearing on Friday, the 19th of August, so that you have so that you can review them. I know, Vita and I are definitely working. We're having a team meeting on Tuesday to make sure we've got folks lined up. In terms of the fire chief and the police chief, I know and understand your concerns of wanting to ensure that they're comfortable with our site plan and other elements of the proposal. And we have been requesting meetings with them, trying to establish contact with this. It's also true to the planning board. All of the regulatory boards received a copy of the draft application back in the end of April, and I made follow-up calls to all of the chairs, and we've received no comments from anybody. And I get that it isn't until it's before you that everybody can focus their attention, but we really have been trying to do the outreach and get people's input and collaboration on this. So we do have a meeting scheduled. Vita, remind me, I believe it's on the 22nd with the fire.
That's right.
Police chief, and I'm actually trying to see if I can just do a one-on-one with them to show them at least the current site plan and be alerted of any issues, because our goal is to be able to bring you their approval cover with the project on the 25th.
We do need some definite affirmative thing. You may also need to see the DPW before in connection with that.
I've been keeping Jay apprised of what's going on.
Right. I understand that, Christine, but we do need, we will need to have all of the things in writing that people have to say. We are trying to do this by the book. So we need to make sure that we have affirmative, not just no comment, but affirmative, it's okay, rather than no comment. Okay, I need a motion to continue, and then I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about the schedule. So I need a motion to continue to the 25th. The board remains Manny, Will, Trevor, and yes, Will. Yes,
Sharon, could I just make one comment?
sure.
And I don't need a discussion about it tonight, but it's for Vita and Jay. Is in the traffic study that I got, there was a comment that the intersection of Lawrence Road and Route 6 and Gross Hill Road was not considered as an intersection of interest in this study. I mean, I live around the corner. If I was going to study any one intersection, that would be the intersection I would study, to the exclusion of all the rest.
Yes.
I'm just flummoxed. I mean, you've got Gross Hill Road, you've got Route 6, and you have Lawrence Road, all meeting. You've got a stop sign that's about 40 feet from a stop light, which people then blow through because they don't see the stop sign because they see the green light. So just to comment that I'm going to be looking for an answer to that when next we meet.
Thank you, Will. Okay, I need a motion to continue.
Before we make the motion, does any other board member have anything to say?
I'd rather not get into all of the details, just because I think, we need to have everything in front of us before we have the discussion, if that's okay. But I do have to talk about the schedule.
Okay, so we'll make a motion to continue to the next hearing.
I need a second.
Second.
Okay, Trevor seconds. All in favor, Manny? Manny, you have to unmute.
Aye.
Trevor.
Aye.
Will.
Aye.
Nick.
Aye.
And myself. Aye. Our schedule says that you are doing traffic tonight and wastewater on the 25th. We cannot do wastewater and traffic on the 25th. We would be there all night, and we have other cases on the 25th. So I would suggest to you that, and for wastewater and septic, we also need Board of Health weigh in on that, which you're going to have to track down. So I think that everything slips one meeting as a result. So we go from, there's my list I had before. So it means that we would do circulation, public realm and traffic on the 25th and septic and wastewater on the 8th. And then the wrap up meeting on the 22nd with the hope that we are in fact wrapped up and can make a decision that night and don't need another meeting.
So, Madam Chair, I appreciate your desire to get for us to be able to deal with the wastewater. So that becomes a little bit complicated because we actually are not building the wastewater treatment facility.
Right.
The town is building the wastewater treatment
Right.
facility. And so I don't know how to ensure to you that the town is going to have their plans ready to go, and that
I think what you need from the town is the Board of Health approval that what they're going to do is going to include you. I mean, if it's to be determined, but we are going to have waivers on that. So so we have to have something on which to act. We can't.
Sure. Can I add a couple
Sure.
things? Would you mind? So we have hired coastal engineering to do the civil engineering for our site, just like Jay alluded. We understood several months ago, as we've been coordinating with Rebecca Ruffley on the project, that the town is responsible for the wastewater treatment facility, and that we would be responsible for the civil engineering for our site and our residential development.
Okay. We
have coastal engineering. They have coordinated with your engineers, Dave Formato. As far as I understand, our design of our civil engineering, including everything that's required for our residential units, it doesn't rely on what Dave Formato is doing regarding the wastewater work. And we've talked to Rebecca about this, and that's what I understand.
Okay.
As to how it's regarding our civil engineering and civil design for our development, so Coastal is working on developing the set that is kind of a full civil design set. They're working on that starting this. They've been working on it this week, and they have ahead of the 19th, which is the Friday before the 25th meeting. Ahead of the 19th, you'll receive drawings as they are progressing. And ahead of that, I will double check with Coastal Engineering, but they will have communicated as much as they have and can do so with all the Board of Health and all the other departments at the town. So I don't know. I mean, I certainly will call Coastal tomorrow and see how far they've gotten with coordinating with your departments, including DPW, including Board of Health, et cetera. What I'm trying to say, kind of elaborating on what Jay is saying, is since we're not designing the wastewater facility, we can't guarantee that we're going to be able to in any way kind of present what the town is planning. And I actually am very glad that you were giving us the opportunity to talk today, as we're apologizing for the slip up this week, so that we can plan for that 25th and say, we will be as far as we can be for the civil set that we owe you on the 19th, considering that, drawings are being developed. And part of that development includes coordination with the DPW and with the Board of Health and with your team on the wastewater. So I hope that sheds some light on.
I'm going to give you till the 8th on that, because I think we're going to have a long discussion on traffic circulation and so forth. And we have other cases on the night of the 25th. So I don't think we can take this one on. That's what I'm telling you. I don't think we can do both of those that night. The Board of Health, the waivers we're being asked for are waivers on 4.4 and 601. So what we just need is something from someone that tells us, some backing for why we should give you those waivers. So that's what we're looking for on that.
Sorry, I have to remember what those two waivers are.
I don't know. I'm just reading them off your waivers list. 4.4 regulations applied to projects comprising 6 or more dwelling units, and 601 subsurface sewage disposal systems. We aren't Board of Health experts. but as on a 40B, we act as Board of Health with Board of Health
Gotcha.
understanding.
Okay.
Because it becomes our responsibility to give the comprehensive permit. But you're going to have to give us information that we can work with on that.
Okay. So are you
Was that your
saying-
question, Manny? Manny, go ahead.
As I was going through these plans, and I did not see anything that mentions the parking area that's existing. And I did ask about that. I believe it was the last meeting. I just don't want it to be passed up. But it has to be mentioned on the plan or shown on the plan.
Are you
So-
talking about, sorry, are you talking about the
You're
road
talking about the
that's
parking on,
Lawrence Road between the ball field and the street?
Yes,
Yes, so we can make it absolutely more clear that that existing parking row is not going to be touched, right? So
Okay.
we're not developing on top of it, we're not doing anything with it, it's going to remain the same. So
Right.
don't worry about that, and I can be even more clear with those drawings when we submit for the
Right.
25th.
and
Right.
Okay.
if memory serves me, Vita, that land continues to be owned by the town and controlled.
That's correct,
Right, that
yes.
is not.
We're not
part
gonna
of
be
our
leasing
ground.
that. That's
So
correct.
that's just one thing that we are going to need on those plans that we get on the 19th.
It can be a very clear label that is existing
Okay.
parking, that it will not be leased as part of our project.
yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, I think that's that was the warning I wanted to give you about it, is that, traffic and circulation and public realm is going to be plenty for the 25th. And
Okay.
you have a little bit longer to get us the civil engineering things, which we will hear on the 8th.
Can I ask one more thing or mention one more
Yes.
thing, if that's possible? Okay,
Mhm.
so just to summarize, on the
Mhm.
19th, we'll reissue all the drawings ahead of the 25th that will be related to traffic circulation and public realm.
Right,
We'll
and the traffic
clarify that
study.
label for Manny and the traffic study, that's correct. On the 22nd, we have a meeting with the fire and the police chiefs,
Mhm.
at which we will have our designers and civil engineers, and we'll make sure that that information will be incorporated into the civil set
Mhm.
that will be issued. Well, yeah, I'm talking out loud.
On September 2nd.
Yeah, so I just, what I'm
update.
trying to say is the work that we're submitting to you on the 19th, the
Mhm.
Friday before the next meeting, it
Mhm.
will not incorporate whatever the police and fire
Right.
talk about on the 22nd, just
Right.
because that's the way
Right.
that things scheduled. Okay, good.
Right, right.
25th, we're talking about traffic and public realm.
Mhm.
And then Friday heading into Labor Day will be the issuance of the civil drawings.
Mhm.
That's the 2nd.
Mhm.
And then the 8th is our meeting about civil engineering for our site.
Right.
Is that a correct summary?
Yes, that is a correct summary. And
Okay.
the police and fire can email us at any point with their comments. I mean, we don't need, we don't need big drawings from them. We need an answer that says, yes, this is a fine, we have no problems with this, or we have problems with X.
Okay.
That's sort of where we're going with that.
Another question I have, if I may. For the civil set that we're going to issue to you on September 2nd, what size drawings and who and how are we distributing those?
You get them to Christine. Christine, what is our standard size for these things?
Well, typically for the board, it would be 11 by 17,
Mhm.
but we like to have one set of the large, at least one set of the real large size.
Like a 24 by 36?
Yes,
Mhm.
Okay.
yes.
So one 24 by 36 and then how
12.
many? 12, 11 by 17s. Okay.
Okay, if I could just make one more statement,
Yes,
only
Christine.
because I'm involved with health and conservation,
Yeah.
You're gonna want to get in touch with the health agent. She'll be back in work, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday of next week, so that you can get on their meeting schedule. Because they only meet twice a month as well.
Right. Okay.
So that this, Madam Chair, with all due respect,
Mhm.
It's really difficult. We have been engaging with the health agent since January, and this is first that we are hearing that they would like a presentation before to the Board of Health. Now, like we're absolutely happy to do that. And we, but
Mr. Coburn, I don't know that they do
okay,
need a presentation. What I need from the Board of Health is direction that says these waivers can be granted because.
okay,
That's what I need. I don't need you to present things to them, but I do need something that allows me to stand in for the Board of Health in granting waivers to Board of Health regulations.
okay.
And I can't do that because I don't know those regulations. So I don't know that that's a presentation. You know. Okay.
An email to Hillary Greenberg Lemos might be the appropriate route to go.
Yeah.
In the near future to her.
I mean, I know everybody is trying to accelerate this, but we do have to finish. We have to dot all the i's and cross all the t's.
Absolutely, absolutely.
know,
But this question has been asked of Ms. Greenberg, and this is the first we're hearing of it.
Okay.
So.
I understand.
Can I ask another silly question? What do you require in terms of our coordination with the Board of Health and Hillary Greenberg between now and then for, between when do you require that we meet with the Board of Health before you can issue the comprehensive permit?
What we need a statement from the Board of Health that says that we are okay granting these waivers. Just as we need a statement from the police that says they have no difficulty with the thing. This is the whole point of having all of the town boards, because we have to act as the town boards, but we don't have that expertise.
Okay.
So we've got to have somebody who speaks to that, and we can't. We don't deal with septic.
Okay, fair enough.
So, and I don't care how it comes. It's just so that somebody says, yes, Hillary Greenberg says this is okay. We don't have a problem with this.
Okay,
Madam Chairman.
Yeah. Yes.
When you
Jan.
say you don't care how it comes, I don't think it should be verbal. I think it
No,
needs
not
to be-
verbal, not verbal.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't have to present anything and have a documented presenting meeting, but it has to be in writing so that we have something to incorporate in the comprehensive permit that says we did this. Yes.
And I think if I just might say, Hillary will make that determination if she can make that decision, or she would like the board to be aware of
Right.
it.
I don't do Board of Health. I don't know from Board of Health. So, okay.
Sharon?
Yes.
Sharon, when are we as board members going to get a comprehensive list of all the waiver requests?
We already have that.
Because I haven't.
You do have that. You have that
I do have
already.
it?
You have
Yeah.
that. Yes, you have that.
Okay.
That's in the letter. It's in our original packet, the list of waivers.
Can I add to that? You have the list of waivers.
Mhm.
We are actually working on developing a more detailed analysis of those waivers
Right.
with our lawyers right now.
Yeah, we
and
were
our
at,
plan
we
is
asked you
to-
for that on the other. At
Yeah,
the
we're
beginning
planning
of
to
the-
send you
yeah.
those by the 25th.
That's the document I'm.
Yeah, that's you're looking for.
So I can
Right.
go right to the sentence that says you need, what exactly we're waiving. I
Right.
don't really have a good grasp of that.
And that's a good
Sure.
reminder, and thank you. So on the
Yes, yeah.
19th, you'll get the traffic study, you'll get the traffic and public realm drawings that are
Mhm.
more clearly defined, and you'll get a set of zoning waivers.
Good. Thank you.
That is
Thank you.
due
That would help. Yeah. Okay.
If I, just one more thing, sorry, I keep butting in. I'm trying to make the administrative end of this go better. I would like to have anything by 12 o'clock noon, because I put the packages together in the afternoon on Fridays.
Absolutely, you'll have that.
Yep.
Thanks.
That would help. Okay. Are we good then? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Coburn and Ms.
You're welcome.
Polofsky for coming tonight and for explaining. And as we say, we'll get back on track, but this little hiccup here.
Okay, We
Yes.
appreciate this time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. All right. Mhm.
Right.
All right. Board, we do not have minutes to review because we have not gotten through them. There's some question about one thing, and Jan, I think what we can do is just completely eliminate that sentence altogether. And that will be the simplest way for now. So, all right.
So when would you like me to distribute these to the?
You got plenty of time. We don't have to approve them next time. We can wait till the 25th. So we
We
just
do
have
have a meeting next week as
yeah,
well.
we have a meeting next week. But we do not have 40B next week.
Correct.
Next week's meeting, we will need a site visit. So I can see you all bright and early. Not Al, but
I will
everybody
not
else.
be Here next week.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So noted. We don't have a lot of cases next week, but we do have, I believe, 2 and 1 that is being withdrawn. So, and
Is the
I don't
place
know.
off Hiller being withdrawn?
yes,
Ah,
Hiller is being withdrawn.
okay.
Yeah. So,
It's going to be represented by a lawyer.
well, it's going to
Yeah.
be they're going to work with the building inspector. It's not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so we have 2 cases next week, and then we have other cases on the 25th, which is why I don't want to do 2 sets of 40B that night. Because, and that gives them more time to be ready for the next piece of it. So, all right, questions from anybody? All right, go off and enjoy the rest of your evening. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Will moves
Second.
and Al seconds. All in favor, you can just say aye.
Right.
Aye, aye. I will see you next Wednesday, bright and early to look at sites.
Good night, all. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, Chris, you can stop the recording.